today, man? I forgot my phone was dying. It's always dying. Every single time I hop on this or I'm doing something with my phone, y'all, this bitch is always dying. All right, here we go. What is up? What is up? So today's gonna be a little bit different, where we're gonna be focusing a little bit more on the content side of things. But this can also apply, I feel like, to websites as well, you know, chasing the bigger numbers in life. But I do need this to end up popping. Real quick, let me go look this up. What is up, y'all? What is up? What's up, y'all? What is up? What is up? My fault. I'm currently trying to look something up right now. All right, let me go open this. You said it's the Q stud. Yes, sir. Hello, hello, hello. I'm currently trying to find, because I meant to do it before I clicked this, and I forgot before, like, I forgot to do it before I clicked start. But I wanted to end up pinning a comment. You know what I mean? All right, so let me go see if I can. Actually, I just realized I can't even pin a comment through there, so I got to put it through my laptop. But y'all, we're gonna be getting into it today. We're gonna be getting into it today about virality, about different things like that. Technically, I'm gonna talk about the broader concept of it as well, not just content, but I do want to talk about like chasing big numbers just in general or in life. But I wanted to really hone in on why going viral can actually ruin you, and why people, I think, shouldn't shoot for virality. Which this can go down so many different topics, but I'm gonna choose to go down my current topic. But let me real quick see if I can get this comment out there. Let me see, make it quick because it's vertical. My fault, y'all. Normally I be having everything already planned. My shit's all fucked up. Damn, I wish I fucking, because my laptop's not understanding what I'm trying to do, but my phone did. And I really don't want to swipe out because then my shit starts acting up. Let me see. Let me see if I can try to like think of it off the top of my head, but I feel like it sounded way better when I seen it on my phone. That shit bother me. What up, Electric? He said, bye, see you later, my guy. He says, can I say ship Nasuki and Yuri? I don't know what that is now. So hello from Croatia. What's up in the USA? Hey, I don't really know. I mean, it's good. Like, what's up to me? I'm good. What's up, bro? But currently, there's really nothing going too much on. Let me see. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna just use this one right here, and then I'm gonna pin it. Okay, my fault. I just had to get that down, right down the middle. Now let's get right into this, bro. Let's get right into this. So currently what I plan on talking about is how virality is pretty much actually bad. And I think a lot of people chase trying to be viral. And bro, we shouldn't be chasing that, because that shit can actually really mess up your numbers. It can mess up all the different things that you're doing. And on top of that, people chase a viral moment, or they chase a viral thing, and then they have to be that viral moment. And if they're not, you're not going to continue to hook viewers. So hear me out. I actually don't think you want to go viral. If you are a content creator or someone looking into it, or even like I said, building a big business, but you're thinking about hella money or whatever the hell, you don't actually want those things. I know that sounds completely backwards, but genuinely believe, for most people, going viral too early will actually hurt them, bro. It will actually hurt them. So imagine this. You get 500 followers every month. You're learning, improving, understanding your audience, you're growing. Then suddenly one video gets 10 million views. I know that might sound crazy, because let's say it gets 10 million views, you get 100 subscribers. People will naturally expect, oh, you know, like, now my channel's popping, my next video is going to do good, and so forth. But now everybody is going to expect whatever that video was that hit 10 million views, the next video to be that exact same. But at the end of the day, because you're not a content creator, or it just happened out of nowhere, you're not going to know why it worked. You're not going to understand who your audience is. You're not going to know how to repeat it. And now you're spending the next year chasing one moment. If you guys ended up listening to Ludwig, before I get to the comments real quick, he even mentioned it at one point himself, where he said he had hit a live stream where he, I think, averaged 1,000 views or 1,000 viewers, concurrent viewers, and he almost quit right after that because he was like, he knew it would never get to that point again, or at least that's what he thought, but then he blew up, which is exactly why I'm saying don't chase virality, bro, because in the end it's going to destroy you. And I think this actually happens in business. So let me give you the business version, and then I'm going to get to the comments real quick. So keep commenting it up. I go back and read every single one. But people dream. They dream of one huge client, having one massive payday, one huge contract. But they never learned systems. They didn't learn sales. They didn't learn customer service. They didn't learn pricing. I'm 22, about to be 23. Pricing. They didn't learn retention. Now they're overwhelmed, but the business is going to fall apart. So I don't think fast success is dangerous, but I think being unprepared for success is, right? Because there are some people who did end up blowing up very quickly, or who did scale a business really quickly, and they're still able to maintain it. But if you're not ready for it, if you're not prepared for it, which most of us kind of aren't, right? All that shit is going to end up screwing you in the end, bro. You're going to be screwed. But let me real quick read a couple of these comments, bro, and then we're going to continue going from here, because I want to tell you all a little bit about my story. So we got, where we at? I said hello from Ukraine. Hello. I said hello from, I was going to say from Yak. Hello, Yak. So I know why they want to go viral. Yes, sir. So I saw you at Whistle Castle the other day. That's wild. And so on average, YouTube pays creators $2 to $10 per 1,000 view on live streams through ad revenue alone, which equates to roughly 2 cents to 1 cent per individual. Said, you ain't see my comment go up, but this one is my last. Oh, I didn't see your comment. I only see bye. See you later, my guy. Said, guess what? Said, money in the bank is money in the bank. Facts. Said, what did I say? Wait, where are we at? Said, do you have a boyfriend? No. 22, about to be 23. Said, Philippines? No. Where we at? Said, shape of pack. Said, if you forgot to double tap, here's a friendly reminder. Yes, sir. Make sure you end up double tapping this stream. Said, question. Ask away. Ask away. Said, thoughts on the lottery, such as Powerball and Mega Millions specifically. I'm not sure exactly what thoughts you want me to have on that. Exactly. You would have to elaborate a little bit. Like, what you mean? I think it can change people's fucking lives. Yeah. I think some people can go bankrupt off of it. Said, so where we at? All right. So let's continue. So back to me. If one of my videos got 10 million views tomorrow, I'd probably be excited. But honestly, I don't think, for one, I would be ready for that. I haven't built enough systems to maintain that. I haven't figured everything out. So I would rather slowly build an audience that actually trusts me or actually enjoys the content. Because when you have a viral video, these people are only there for this viral moment. Or if you're doing things out of virality, they're going to want to see you do that multiple times. So if that isn't you, if that's not who you are as a person, then you're never going to maintain it, because you cannot stay that way. Right? So you're going to want to end up building it to where people actually love you for you, which is insane. Oh, bro, you know what's crazy? I actually seen you in someone else's live stream where you said, OMG, Marge, you're the most beautiful trans. I seen you in someone else's live stream, and you said that to some girl that was like, she literally did not look like a trans. So I'm realizing that you just be saying that shit to everybody. But I'm not a trans, bro. But that's actually really funny. I literally saw you in somebody's live stream, and I thought about you today too. When I seen that, I was like, I bet he's gonna be in here when I hop in. That shit's crazy. But I rather would slowly build this an audience, and I always tell people this, bro. Build a slow audience, and I know it's hard, because when you do have slow growth, bro, it's like, for one, I know some people do it for the money, right? So they're gonna realize, oh, with slow growth, I'm not getting paid, or this isn't happening. Building an audience that actually likes you for you is when you do finally get to those levels, they're gonna stick with you, and they're gonna keep watching no matter what you're going through. Not saying you can't lose some, but you will have the most loyalist audience, if that's even a word, probably not, if you built it very slowly. Now, if you're doing it really fast, you're gonna have motherfuckers who think they fuck with you, but then in the next 3 videos, they're gonna be like, oh, I don't fuck with this person. You're gonna feel some type of way, bro. You're gonna feel some type of way. So you gotta make sure that that's not the type of audience that you are building. Virality can go really bad, especially when shit starts to hit the fan or things start to fall down. Motherfuckers ain't really there for you. So if you want to just be yourself on camera, you know, and then obviously there's some successful creators who do fake a persona, or you don't really even know who they are for real, because they're putting on this smile, they're talking like it's a game show and shit. It's like, bro, you don't want to have to consistently do that. I seen somebody who accidentally locked themselves in some type of content loop right now, where I know they don't want to be doing that. They even said it. They said they don't want to be making that content, but that's what pays. I'm like, that's why you can't do shit for the money, bro. Because it just make what you like and build a loyal audience, even if it takes, or even if it is the sense that you're probably going to take a little bit of a step back. But some people don't want to do that. Everybody wants a viral moment, but very few people are actually prepared for what comes after it. I'm telling you, man, virality is not the goal. That should not be what we are currently chasing. Where we at? I don't even know. He said hi and then hello, brother. He said, hey kid, how are you? I'm great. How are you? Said Mars. He said, Mars, stop. What is up? What is up? It's okay. And how can you get my attention? What you mean? Did I mention attention? Did I accidentally mention attention? I don't know. But yo, real quick, I'm gonna end up putting this in a poll. And what we're going to do is make sure y'all end up voting this up, by the way. We're gonna hit you with a would you rather. Would you rather, and I'm pretty sure I feel like I know what some people are going to end up voting here, but pick truthfully, either go viral tomorrow or grow slowly for 5 years. I already know what everyone's going to pick there, because I remember back when I first started this, bro, I definitely was shooting for virality. Or not first started this channel, but when I first started content in general, I remember I used to always upload on like a different channel where my entire thought process was 100,000 views or getting this much subs, bro. But I'm telling you, that shit didn't end up working. When I finally focused on this channel, I wasn't even really focused on it. I remember I used to say, bro, I don't care if it gets monetized, I don't care if it grows, yada yada. This becomes the only channel that ended up getting monetized. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, that shit's insane. So is that what YouTube is all about, going viral? For some reason, some people just be chasing virality, bro. And that's why I'm trying to show people, or at least tell people, like, don't do it that way, because you're going to end up screwing yourself. How many people went viral this year and are done after like 3-4 months? There's so many people who went viral and it's over. You know what I'm saying? Chasing a viral moment it's insane. Sometimes you put your morals aside. Sometimes you treat people with disrespect just because you're looking for a viral moment. You treat, like, that shit is, it's not funny. It just genuinely isn't funny. Especially when you hit like a certain age. It's like, bro, no, like, you don't got to do all that. But for instance, man, you got lottery winners, you have athletes, businesses that grow too quickly, restaurants that explode overnight. Why? Because growth ends up exposing weaknesses, right? Because businesses that can grow too quickly can eventually collapse. Restaurants that explode overnight can eventually, by next week, stop having clients. Lottery winners, a lot of the time, or not a lot of the time, but I think a little bit more of the percentage tend to go in debt afterwards. There's athletes who end up going broke. So what we need to understand is that sometimes it doesn't necessarily come down to immediately achieving that viral moment or achieving as much fucking money as you can get. Because, bro, if you're not ready for it now, you're not going to maintain it. So you got to be prepared first. Chasing a viral moment isn't going to be good. Chasing those top achievements isn't going to be good, bro. It's just genuinely not going to work. You got to focus on smaller goals, focus on consistency, and then things will just end up coming. It will just end up coming. You're not saying, damn, you finally looking like a meal. So, well, then. He said, can't believe you think this is better than a job or skill. I think what is better than a job? You think this? I never said that. I never said that. I actually do work a job. I already work a government job, so I be getting paid pretty good. But I do this as a side hustle though, because I do get paid, but I also do it too because I genuinely love making content. I love being able to expose, like, use my creativity in different ways. So I genuinely just do this shit for fun, bro. Even when I wasn't getting paid, I did this shit for 9 months straight without getting paid. And even now, I don't even get paid that much off of content. And I still have been pursuing it, bro. So it has nothing to ever really do with income. I don't mind growing in different areas. I study, bro. I'm making certifications. I'm gonna go to trade school. Like, brother, there's so much shit that I'm doing outside of here, bro, just to get different types of side hustles. Like, I'm only really looking at side hustles for real. So how can you go broke on $1 million? I can understand 100,000, bro. It's crazy, but it be happening. You gotta look it up. There's people out here who's won millions of dollars off of lottery tickets, bro, and they can go in debt. It's possible. There's athletes who've done it. Sometimes it comes down to addiction. So how long do you sleep? I sleep 8 to 9 hours. I think I get the regular hour. So I could count on one hand which president this man voted for. Not this man. I actually didn't vote. I'm not a voter. I don't feel right with voting. So how we feel about Tim Johnson? He got traded off the Antarctica ants. You know what's honestly insane is LeBron James, bro, going to the 76ers was honestly a shock to me, and I don't know why I didn't see it so often, unless that shit was a lie. But no, I think LeBron James is on the Sixers now, no? Like, I literally, no one told me. Like, I was in straight shock. I was in straight shock. I didn't say I didn't believe in it. I just said I don't like to do it. If I did say believe in it, I didn't mean to say that word. I meant to just say that I just don't vote, bro. That's all it is. But it's all good. So the goal shouldn't be going viral, right? It should be becoming good enough that when success comes, you're actually ready for it, bro. And trust me, that is a lot harder than it is. I remember back when I had my previous YouTube channel, when I had a video hit 100,000 views, hit 80,000 views, hit 20,000 views, 30,000 views. It was hard to maintain that. I remember my next few uploads, sometimes it would be at 500, sometimes it would hit 1,000 or hit way lower. And so that got very discouraging, knowing that a whole video in the background is still growing by thousands, but all my recent videos weren't doing that. So it's like, that's why I always say, man, virality does not help. Like, I remember when that was all happening, I hit 1,000 subs just because of that video, that 100,000 video. But I couldn't even get the channel monetized because every time I went to go upload a video, those people didn't really care to go watch the actual content. So it was just like, damn, that's why I always say, bro, virality is just not it. Success isn't dangerous, but success before you're ready is. So I actually think this could become, like for instance, I'm not trying to become famous overnight. I'm trying to become the kind of creator and business owner who can actually handle success when it does end up coming. And so just please understand, virality is not it, bro. Virality is not it. But I'm also documenting my journey with my YouTube channel. If you guys didn't know what this YouTube channel was about, by the way, make sure y'all double tap the screen, leave a like. But I'm documenting this entire journey of me learning new skills, of me building things, and me just kind of showing like what real life ultimately looks like. Because for one, I just want to show people what slow growth is. Also too, I want to show people and hopefully inspire people that feel like they can't learn something, or they can't grind towards something, or they may feel dumb towards something. I want to hopefully help people understand that, bro, like, I'm sitting here, I'm studying, I'm showing you guys me doing this shit every single day. Or I come on here and I chat it up and I let y'all know what I'm doing and shit. And hopefully that could hopefully motivate some people to, you know, get up, learn some skills, try to get a side hustle, bro. Because I'm telling you, with this YouTube channel, I did not expect it to be a side hustle. I did not expect it to be a side hustle at all. So I personally feel like, you know, try to achieve things or chase things that can ultimately become side hustles, because having options to being able to just do certain things and be able to change your life, bro, is insane. Like, I was actually just watching a couple of YouTube videos today because I'm currently trying to study up on some more websites, so I'm trying to get into this whole website thing. I was watching some YouTube videos of this dude currently talking about building these websites and stuff. And so with just that alone, I started to get a little bit motivated just to continue pushing forward with this whole web design business, bro. And I cannot wait to end up showing you guys me cold calling people, me reaching out to people, you know, me just currently doing everything that I aspire to do, or everything that I want to do, you know, at the end of the day. But I feel like everybody should end up trying to at least achieve some sort of side hustle. Like, every time I meet somebody who's young, bro, I always tell them, bro, like, learn some skills that at the end of the day will have some sort of value. You never know what could end up becoming a skill. You never know what could end up becoming a job, what could ever become a side hustle, something that makes some money on the side. You just never know. You never know. Like, when with this whole web design business, something I'm currently learning is about branding. I'm learning marketing. I'm learning sales. I'm learning entrepreneurship. With this whole YouTube thing, I'm learning editing. I'm learning how to record. I'm learning how to talk. I'm learning how to come off more confident. And building confidence. I'm learning how to, you know, like, well, I said, like, how to talk about how to answer a specific question and or ignore certain things, right? Those things are actually really important to end up having, like, just in life or in general as a skill. On top of that, on the side of everything, learning IT support, learning web design, building a web design business, learning certain certifications. There's certain certifications that are happening behind the scenes. Trade school. My current job has a bunch of things you're learning in there. So it's like my biggest thing is to literally just document myself growing every single day and learning something new, bro. And I'm telling y'all, bro, that shit would go crazy. So I'd rather go viral tomorrow. This can help me find mentors and partnerships quickly. It is possible. It definitely is possible if you guys know, like, because the problem is is that I feel like a lot of people who do go viral think the same way, where they think like, oh, if I were to go viral, I would know exactly what to do and how to maintain it. And I've seen so many content creators say that, and then they didn't know what to do and could not maintain it. Because literally just looking at a couple of the small YouTubers that pop up on your homepage, a lot of the time it's one video that hit 400K. You start looking at the other views, it's nowhere near that. So it's like a lot of people think they can maintain it, but bro, it's one of the hardest things to do when you hit a viral moment. That for me personally, I rather have complete slow growth. I think it builds more of a loyal audience. It of course isn't going to bring big money or isn't going to bring whatever people are looking for. If they're looking for clout, it's not going to bring those things. But building slowly brings an audience that actually cares about you, that actually likes the shit that you're doing, that knows you for you, and different things like that, bro. So I'm definitely, I feel like I'm more of like a slow burner. Like I feel like I think having slow growth is definitely what it is. I think chasing virality can ultimately, bro, it could just end it. It can end it, bro. It'd be going crazy. Not, I'm dead. You said, do you want to fight me on that? That's crazy. That is wild. Then I don't know what you're talking about. So it took me years to build. You said, hey Mars, I'm an Indian. Where are you from? I'm from the USA. So it took me years to build an app, and it turned into working with regulators, banks, and Congress sponsors, now doing regulator correspondence and managing the sites for leading national AI research. Yes, sir. Get it, my guy. Congrats. That shit is fire, bro. That shit is fire. But no, yeah, man. Like, this shit is crazy. And it was definitely something that I was currently thinking about, too, because when I was watching, you know, certain people just that be making content, and I noticed that a lot of the times they're doing things that aren't even really about themselves, bro, or they're not really who they are when they're doing them. I'm like, bro, like you're gonna burn out. Like literally trying to go viral is you're gonna burn yourself out. You know what I'm saying? But I generally think people are not ready for the success they're asking for. Everybody wants that one moment. They want that one video, bro, the opportunity, the client. But what happens when the opportunity comes before you become the person who can handle it? Because I think people focus on so much of getting the result, but they don't think about becoming the person who can maintain the result. We gotta become that person. So you coding sites or just designing them? Design is the more valuable skill right now. I'm doing both basically. So like, though I'm coding the site, I am focused on the UX as well. So I am designing them at the same time, if that makes sense. I currently have been researching a good amount of websites, trying to learn like what are some certain things that are being added to some websites that maybe I could take and probably revamp for my website and different things like that currently. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm at right now. But I do build like the design, but I do code it, if that makes sense. Cause I think I'm, yeah, because with designing the site, it pretty much is the same shit. Unless you're doing like back end, but I'm doing front end. So front end is practically the same shit. So yeah, I feel like 5 years slow growth scares me because I would feel like I'm doing something wrong or behind on progression. And bro, that's the exact thing too though, where I was like kind of explaining this yesterday, where like how there was that dude that commented on my Discord or whatever, pretty much trying to say like, oh, your YouTube channel is doing the same from when he watched me. Even though at the time I was at 500 subs and now I'm at 2,800. So I'm like, I clearly grew, but to his extent, it wasn't that much, right? So what I've realized in life is that a lot of people don't want to pursue something for a long period of time, literally for that reason. But I don't think that's a bad reason, because of course those are some thoughts that sometimes I could get. And I'm about to come up on doing content consistently almost daily for almost 2 years. So some people would think, bro, if I put 2 years into that shit and I was consistent and I didn't see 1 million subs and I didn't see this much money, they probably wouldn't continue. But I think that's the exact problem, because when you see people like Kaizenet, people like Speed, people like any type of business owner, a good amount of them all had to put in years of like work without knowing that it was going to take off, and then it did. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like though that is a reasonable fear, it is definitely a fear that, like I said, sometimes I even have, where I'm like, damn, you know what I'm saying? But that's why I feel like I hold up multiple goals alongside me. I have stable goals that I know I can hit, goals that are more just stable. And then I have things like this, which would only happen if the algorithm, you know, took me in, if I got a little bit more strategic, if things just started going good. But I have things like this that I'm also pursuing because I like to have the risk, but I have the stability, and I know that to be able to balance this out, I need stability. And so that's why I end up chasing both. So to me, it's like if YouTube or let's say this web design business doesn't work, I'm okay because that's not even what pays the bills now. I have this stability of already a government job or a job outside of this that pays all the bills, that pays the car. So to me, if this shit don't work, it's the only thing I would have wasted was time, but I don't even consider it a waste of time because what I'm doing is documenting myself learning. So in my eyes, it's like if I did eventually ever stop doing content, it's like, well, me doing these live streams taught me how to talk better. So I would take it as like, well, at least I learned so much fucking skills from the shit I tried and possibly failed at, such as the web design business. That shit could help me with my sales. At least I tried, but I still, there was still something that came from it regardless. See that you've been learning Python and I've been too. How can we partner up? Bro, I'm not sure because I feel like I'm too busy to kind of like be like, okay, let me put this here and put that there. I'm a little bit too busy. So I started out making sites for professors and nonprofits, the small local stuff, get you connections, had 1 gig for future designer from. Hey, that's fire, brother. That is fire. Yeah, well, I was planning on targeting small, like local or just small service, how do I say it, small services or people offering services like barbers, plumbers, different shit like that. So, but they're not gonna lie, there are more people on the live because that while that you talk that much, people just scroll down. Bro, in all honesty, I know concurrent viewer wise, there's not that much people, but in the ultimate view of things, I could see how much views I ended up getting on this live, bro. So don't play me like that. Please, do not play me like that. I can see exactly how much I got right now. So remember me, I was once at your stream. I don't think I do. I'm not trans. He said, you 12, do your homework. I'm 22, about to be 23. So you have a boyfriend? No. What is up, Shergale? What is up? What is up? So you should look at signing up for business speaker events. You could promote or profit and get a nice free night out if you're near a city. Bro, but that's exactly what I'm saying. It's like there's certain shit that you could end up learning from these things. Like what if one day I did end up doing that stuff? You know what I'm saying? And it's like I would never see this as a waste of time if it didn't work, but some people would. Some people would. You said, why did I stop learning Python? I mean JavaScript, my fault. I do know JavaScript. That's why I make websites. I'm starting to make websites now, so I do know JavaScript. I obviously, as I continue to build, I'm learning, but I've already made about, because since I'm trying to build this web design business, so far I already made about 6 websites. I just made one today actually before the stream, which was really fucking stressful, and I still didn't finish it. But if y'all want to see what that website looks like, you gotta wait until I do my horizontal stream, which is normally right after this one. So we're about 30 minutes in. So maybe in the next 30 minutes, I'm gonna hop on the horizontal stream and I'm gonna be showing y'all that website that I built, and I'm gonna be looking through different websites and stuff like that. But I technically be learning JavaScript, but I'm just sitting here, you know, just documenting myself, trying to run a damn business, pretty much, man. But yeah, and hopefully it ends up going well, bro. But even if it don't, I'm happy with the skills that is ultimately going to be coming out of it. I can use it for bigger and better things, man. You just never know. Oh, and that's another thing too with content, you know, editing, filming. Oh wait, I think I already said that. My fault. But I know people who end up offering their services. Say Jesus loves you, amen, hallelujah. Jesus loves you too, brother. Said, speak real truth, secrets in my playlist. I'm crying. Let me go see the Would You Rather real quick. So a good amount of people, which I'm shocked, ended up choosing grow slowly for 5 years. I actually thought more people were going to choose viral, but that makes me believe that there's probably some people on here who realize that going viral is low-key shitty. It's low-key shitty. You could end up messing with your numbers. It could mess with a lot of shit, bro. I'm telling you. That's just not even funny. You said you can move to 3JS. Well, the only problem is as of right now, since I'm so busy, I don't really have enough time to start learning a whole nother like JavaScript thing. Simply because in the current moment, I'm actually studying for a certification that I'm documenting for you guys, but it's not going to come out until like next year. So I can't really learn that, build websites, and then learn for the certification. You know, like it would just be too much. The only time I could start trying to improve and end up learning maybe Tailwind or Next.js or whatever the hell, any frameworks, I would have to wait until next year. But even so, like, next year I'm gonna be learning so much other stuff too. So it really depends whenever my time is free. To be honest, it depends. So that 3JS move is a gem. 3JS not getting taken over by AI, and the industry stay hungry for 3 days. Or 3 devs. My fault, bro. I think said 3 days. I'm like, 3 days? What are we talking about? No, yeah. So hopefully, eventually, I can end up getting into it. But that's just gonna end up being. That's gonna have to take some time because I have so much shit like in a row that I'm gonna be doing and stuff that's just being documented that hasn't been released yet. Like even though I'm a small content creator, like I be putting in hella work for my content. I legitimately put in hella work. It's not even funny. Which I think is insane, but you know, because I know some people who, man, they probably wouldn't be doing it. Like I said, I was just talking to that dude and he was just like, oh, everything's still the same. You might as well delete it and you might as well stop. I'm like, motherfucker. I'm like, I do this shit because I love speaking with my supporters. I love talking with people. I love trying to inspire people. I love being creative. And then on top of that, which is a plus and a bonus, it's monetized. So I get paid. And I didn't even know that shit was ever going to end up happening. So it's like, how you going to tell me that shit? So if you want an AI-proof high revenue specialty, go with 3JS. My own project, spent a year hunting for it. I got the best course too, bookmark 3JS journey. Ooh, I could definitely look into it, man, but I would have to wait. Hopefully I would remember this and like by next year whenever I'm a little bit more freer, but I'm super busy. It's not even funny. But low-key, I looked at what y'all was talking about, bro, and I'm playing pool. I don't even know how to explain it, but I am. Wait. Oh, wait. Hold on. Bro, how do I hit this? Bro, it's just fake. Oh, take shot. Yo, low-key, this is goated. Alright, sorry. I just kind of wanted to play that for a second. Low-key, this is goated. So are you black? I'm black. I'm Puerto Rican. So can I buy you lunch if you smile again? Oh, no. No, no, no. You're not going to buy me lunch now. I might smile a little bit later, though. I don't know. I just be smiling. So here we go. Most people are probably... Which I thought most people were actually going to end up picking virality. I think as of right now, that's still not the case. So viral success creates expectations. Nobody expects anything before you go viral. You can experiment, you could fail, you could learn. But after going viral, everyone expects you to repeat it. So a creator has one funny video, they expect the next 5. Or let's say a creator has one funny video and they get 5 million views. They expect every video to be funny. And if that's not what you're going to be doing, they're going to be gone. They're going to be like deuces. But what happens when they don't understand why that video worked? The creator, they're not going to be able to end up remaking it. So it's a little bit like, you know what I'm saying? And it kind of comes down to the same thing like for business. Let's say I'm doing a business and I happen to land one client. So this is a pre-record? No. Let's say I happen to land one client, right? And I land this one client that pays me $5,000. Just because I landed one client doesn't mean every month I'm going to get paid $5,000. And that's the same shit when it comes to content creation. You can have a good ass month. You could probably make 10, 20K in 1 month off of getting, you know, your 2 million views or 1 million views, whatever, if you have a $10 RPM. You know what I'm saying? If you have a $10 RPM. So it's like, now if you don't hit 1 million views by the next month, and you only get 10,000 views, you just went from 1 month hitting, let's say, or yeah, getting your 10K, getting your 20K, to the next month only making $100. I'm like, bro, that shit could be crazy. He said, add me to the live. No. I ain't doing that. I don't know some of y'all. I don't know if y'all's gonna go crazy, because if y'all say something crazy on here, that shit can get me demonetized. That shit can get this shit taken down. I ain't doing that. I am not doing that. So is your cert covering accessibility compliance? I do that too, so my sites and apps can be gov and Europe ready. No, actually, my certs are completely different. I don't want to say what the cert is because it is supposed to be like a secret journey on my channel. So until I end up like passing that, well, one of them is like the A+, so I can explain that. But there's another cert that I'm currently working towards right now, which is supposed to hopefully help me in my actual like current job to hopefully get a promotion and get into things that are a little bit more technical, something that I'm just passionate about. So I really want to go and like pursue that and stuff like that. So it's like I'm currently learning a lot of shit, but I have to give it each one its own time. You know what I'm saying? And currently I have to do it right now too, because when I can retake it, or when I could take the exam, like perfectly, it just lines up that I would have to start studying now. And so that's what I'm doing and shit like that. and shit like that. You say, hey, dude, from? I don't even know what you mean. You're saying where I'm from, the USA? So do you have a college degree? No, not yet. Not yet. I do plan to eventually, I do want to go back to college, even if, like, I don't have to. I feel like I always wanted to go back to college just to end up getting a degree. Whether I use platforms like SNXU or whether I use platforms like, what the hell is that other platform? There's another one where it's like online college. If you finish it quick, you can get your degree in like 2 years, 1 year, like depending on how quickly you get your classes done. I literally would want to do that just to get a damn degree. Obviously, I would try to make it make sense for whatever I'm trying to pursue, or whatever I'm doing, but I always wanted to go back and get a degree. Should I ask because I fear I won't be able to succeed without one in tech? I don't think so. I think with tech, that's actually the one where you really don't need a degree. They actually have good certs that you can end up getting. Like if you're looking forward to, I want to say like IT or shit, or like network engineering, software engineering and stuff, like there's certain certs that you could end up getting that would be more stronger. I mean, not like stronger than a degree, but it would just have the same relevance, because at the end of the day, these people who are hiring, they're not just looking at, oh, you have a degree, come with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to know what you can actually build, what you could show them, what you could do, what type of projects do you have, are they unique enough, is it copied, right? Like, they want to see shit like that, because at the end of the day, they know somebody with a college degree can say, oh, I have a college degree, but then not even know how to perform the job, when there's someone who self-taught themselves and they ate that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they really did good at the end of the day. So Mars, hello, what is up, what is up? So deep down, I feel like when it comes to tech, that's actually the one spot where a degree probably don't really matter. But not saying you don't have to, like, you could get one if you want to. It could make you stand out a little bit, more than if you had certs, but there is just a way to do it without that. So yeah, I'm in the stage, I want to reinvent myself, so I want to see where I can land in the market. I'm trying to find good projects that solve a niche problem. Yes, sir, brother, just keep going. At the end of the day, move at your own pace, and, you know, don't rush it, right? Because once we start rushing, bro, shit goes crazy. Oh shit, my fault, bro. My fault, Superior, because I meant to read your comment, and then that shit disappeared. My fault. So I saw that you have been doing a lot of lives and you usually get around 700 to 1K. So do you get paid for this? And if so, what is the most amount of money you made with one live video? It's not too much, bro. It's not too much. I do get paid for it, but at the end of the day, when it comes to getting paid off of content, you get paid in the span of 30 days, right? So if you're getting paid in the span of 30 days, all that shit is basically adding up. So within just this month alone, I basically just made, like, I think $30 per one stream. Let's say I get 700 views or 800 views on a stream. It really depends though, because it could vary. As of recently, I've been getting a lot more for some reason. I don't know how the fuck that's been happening, but I've been getting I don't know if it's because maybe since I'm still averaging the same amount of views, or maybe YouTube understands my niche a little bit more, they've been paying a little bit more. But it's still not that much, because I don't get that much views, right? Because RPM is what you get paid per 1,000, right? So if you have like a $5 RPM, every time you hit $1,000, you're getting your $5. But with me, or not even just with me, but because this is a vertical live stream, they don't really pay too much, because it's not like ads are constantly appearing on the screen. So AdSense doesn't really pay too well. But it still pays me roughly the same. So I would say this stream, let me see how much views I have so far. I'm at 357. Let's say this stream hits around 700. I probably could make maybe like 70 cents. 70 cents, 60 cents, something along that line. But all that shit ends up adding up. So I'm currently at a point where I do average around like $30, maybe a little bit more, depending on if people donate. But strictly off of AdSense, it's normally $30 a month. But a lot of the time, people do end up donating throughout the months. So that sometimes that shit could just skyrocket, or it could just stay where it's at. So it really depends. So sup, my wife's boyfriend stole my shoes. Not again. So are you into dudes? No. He said, I've been going around to see who will play a song for me. I can't play songs. I think it will end up getting copyrighted, my guy. So bro, I'm going in many streams. Whenever I ask them how are they curse me. I don't know why. Damn, that's crazy. I'll never curse you. Even if motherfuckers started acting like trolls in here, y'all, I literally just ignore the comment. Like, I would never, I don't sit there and I don't block people. I don't come at people. Like, That ain't it. Because at the end of the day, I know some people just be in here trying to troll. You know what I'm saying? So fuck it, go troll. And sometimes I'll laugh if you have a good comment. You know what I'm saying? So I did my front end and back end separate without a full stack framework for performance. I built a repo just to sync the API on each end for type safety. API scheme changes fried me. Damn, that shit's crazy. I heard APIs are tough. Heard them shits is tough. But you know what's actually really funny though? Is normally or what I forgot to say too is that when it comes to content, bro, sponsorships be paying. Cause like right now they have an open call sponsorship for me, basically because not the area that I necessarily live in, but because the type of content that I make. And since my content is mainly focused on skills and learning and stuff like that, I ended up getting around like 4 open call sponsorships. Granted, they're open call, meaning it's not that they want to work with me, it's open. You know what I'm saying? Whoever ends up applying can end up getting picked. But these motherfuckers off of a YouTube short are going to end up paying $2,000 basically, around that. Right? And so, and it's for each one. So if there's 4, imagine if I landed all 4 of them shits. But that's why I be telling people, like, bro, when it comes to content, sometimes it doesn't even necessarily strictly come down to the AdSense that can get you paid, right? You don't know, people are purchasing some of the merch that I have up. There's people, or this ad, what if I get picked for the ads? Or what if I get picked for 1 ad? Now I'm up 2K. That would be the most I've ever made off of content because of an ad. So that's why I be telling people, bro, like, build a YouTube channel, my guy. Build a YouTube channel. Or anybody out there, but don't focus on money, don't focus on subscribers, don't focus on views, because that will be the quickest way you'll fail. Just focus on being consistent, doing it every day, getting better, getting strategic, and just always focus on those things, packaging, shit like that, bro. And then I'm telling you, like, the income will come from AdSense, it can come from ads, it can come from just a bunch of different shit, bro. And if you just focus on consistency or just doing the actual thing, like, that shit can go crazy. So you're not doing this lives for money. Are you using them to promote your website business, or are you doing them just for documenting your journey? And how many watch hours do you get on one live? I currently, I feel like, sorry, I was thinking about the second question because you said how many watch hours do I get on one live? It depends on which lives. Like if it's this live, damn, you know what's crazy? I actually never looked at my watch hours for my vertical streams. So let me go see real quick. I'm gonna look at an actual analytic. But if let's say I'm doing, damn, actually I don't remember them off the top of my head. But I know that the live streams where, let's say I do like the 8-hour live stream or the 12-hour live stream, back when I had hella people, like I remember them shits would hit 700 views or whatever. My watch time used to hit around 100, sometimes even 200 hours because people were just sticking through those motherfuckers, right? But it would depend. Now on a stream like this, let me go look at, I want to see one where I hit like around 800 views and see how much. Hopefully it's there because sometimes the analytics do be acting up. So hopefully it's there. Yeah, see, the analytics are acting up because it's showing like 1. Like that clearly isn't, or not even an hour. It's showing 0.1, but clearly that's not true because motherfuckers was sticking around the whole time. Normally the watch hours ends up getting like glitched when it comes to live streams. Damn, so I would have to see it when I end it. But if I could give a rough estimate, it would probably be like, I'd probably say maybe 10 hours, I would say. Like, if it's a vertical live stream, I would say 10 hours. If it's one of my horizontal live streams and I'm doing, like, the 8-hour thing, I can try to see if it pops up. I don't think it will. Maybe I have to choose, like, a real old one. I might have to choose a real old one, but I remember that shit was up there for the watch hours. And then I'm going to answer the first half real quick. I just want to see. Damn, I can't find it, bro. Whatever, it's all good. But I'm pretty sure that's what those averages were. And then you said something like, oh, so am I doing this for the money or is it to document my journey? Currently, the entire goal is to document my journey. It has nothing to do with even like promoting or anything. I feel like that's something that just comes second. Same with like money too. I normally say like money or promotion is normally just like a bonus on top of what I'm trying to do. Because when I first got into web design, I was never even thinking about, oh, this is gonna be something that I could promote myself with. I just honestly wanted to document myself learning, but I always knew I would make a journey. So it was definitely about it was definitely about the journey, bro. Especially too trying to inspire people. I've just seen so many people in life feel like they couldn't learn something, or they couldn't do something, or they felt stupid, bro. So I genuinely just want to inspire people. So it's always been about the journey. But that's why I always tell people, like, when I first, before I even got monetized, I was uploading for 9 months without getting paid. Even now that I'm monetized, you have to hit, I'll be honest with y'all, you have to hit $100 threshold to even pull your money out. So even though technically I made $60 this month, I'm not getting paid that until I hit $100. So let's say I hit $90 the month after, I'm not getting paid that next month. Now when I hit 100 that next month, then I'll get my 100, but it will probably be like 120 by then, right? And then it's like I gotta slowly build it up again. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't pull that shit out. But you know, that should be crazy. That should be crazy, but that's just how it works. I wish it didn't, but I think they make it work like that for some reason. I forgot why. I forgot what the reason is. You say you got a question, ask away. So, but I want the money. It's hard not to stress, but yeah, I try to provide value and stay consistent. No, facts, bro. I definitely don't mind people like trying to get into the money aspect of things. Thank you so much for the gift. Thank you so much for the star, man. But I don't mind when people do get into things for the money. I just think the biggest thing is focus, like for money aspects, I always try to tell people is focus on things that are stable. And then when it comes to your business, always treat that like that's a side hustle that's going to make a couple $100. And then if it does take off, now you're happy. You know what I'm saying? But once you kind of see it immediately as money, like it's going to be big, bro, if it doesn't get there, you're probably going to quit. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're thinking, oh, I want to make 20K a month off of this business, you're probably going to quit because for the next year, you might not see 20K. It's possible, but it's possible you can, but it's possible that you won't. So deep down, would you keep pushing to do it if the money never came? And then that would answer whether the money's going to come or not. What is up, user? Said, scalp trading is the easiest way to stream in the highest paying category for finance. With micro money, it's easy to win every day as long as your internet is consistent and don't make user mistakes. So are you talking about virality on the social media, or in general, like products become viral? I basically mean like, what I feel like I mean is chasing things like big numbers, I would say. So like, let's say virality in a business, right? Randomly you just are, let's say you're selling these stuff and then now your shit is going crazy all of a sudden by tomorrow or something. Basically stuff like that, or it could be social media too. I feel like it's good for both. Thank you so much, Dylan, by the way, for the gift. So she's a good person. Thank you. So you can post shorts of funny / satisfying videos and have your shorts be different from main content. I think Jason Derulo did this and it works since the algos are different. I definitely agree, but that's like I said, I feel like a lot of the time everything normally comes back to I'm busy. It normally does. Like I do not have enough time to sit there and start thinking of, because I tried it with shorts, and the problem with shorts is like you really have to get down the editing. You have to get down like the subtitles. You got to get down exactly what you're going to be zoomed in on, what's not. And then that's something where really you could put in so much fucking work and that shit won't have no types of return. Because like with YouTube shorts, that like, let's say we are talking about income, but YouTube shorts, they pay like 0.5 fucking cents, or just 5 cents. Even if you get 1,000 views, even if you get 10,000 views, you might get 20 cents. Like that should be crazy sometimes when it comes to YouTube content. Or YouTube shorts. And then on top of that, you just get discovered by people who only care about your long or your short form, and they don't really transfer to your long form. So I feel like sometimes it could fuck up your channel in a way. But that's why I feel like with my shorts, I usually used to try to make it to where I would talk about either me studying or me doing this. So, and I think it slowly would transform people, or would get people to come to my long form content and different things like that. So we'll have to see. Is she in California? Nope. So I would think if I could get an AI prompt to consistently give me new videos that are highly satisfying / funny, then it wouldn't be too much of a time burden. No facts, but I think sometimes when it comes to like AI, hey, thank you so much for the gift, man. Thank you so much for the sparkles. Says your mom white? Nope, my mom is Puerto Rican, my dad's black. But what I was gonna say was pretty much, sometimes I feel like with AI, they may understand like how to write a script, but you really have to come out with the idea. Like they're not going to come up, like even though they can come up with crazy ideas, I feel like they don't really understand what humans actually find interesting and what they like sometimes. At least when it comes to content, that I realize sometimes just coming up with your own idea and then making give me a title that can make this pop, or give me something like around it, and then I'll just change certain things up. But whenever I try to really make them like come up with the entire thing, they fucking suck. Said day one, so I have been watching you since your HTML days, even before that, when you had to get a laptop and all the hard work and starting. Have you tried to get a job, and what project have you built? Damn, bro, you've been here since then? Superior, how do I not remember? I feel like you came in before and told me this. I feel like you did. Currently I'm still working at the current job that I was working at, but I have went through different positions. Like one of them was something that was like IT support, but it was more like the talking side of things. It didn't really have technical. So I went through that position. Now I'm in my current position that allows me to like study more and have more time outside of work and stuff like that. But I haven't really, I did apply to an IT role. I didn't get accepted. I applied to another IT role on Indeed. It was part-time, like nearby. Didn't get accepted there either. Or at least they didn't respond. I think sometimes that's just how that shit works with Indeed. So I've been trying to put myself out there for specific IT roles, but with my current job, it does pay pretty well. That for me, it's like, though I've been pursuing this shit, and though technically an achievement or something hasn't happened, I see growth in different areas that I don't really fucking mind it. And he said, what projects have you built? I've currently just been building this web design business so far, and I already have my onboarding form. Like, I'm this close. I really think in the next like 2 weeks I should be able to start deploying this web design business. As of right now, I'm currently trying to get some templates out, and so far I have 6 templates. I'm still working on the 6th one, and I'm still working on my actual agency website. I don't think it looks too like, it looks good, but I'm trying to make sure it like does right, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm still currently working on that. And then I have 4 more templates to go. My fault, sorry. 4 more templates to go. And then I think I should be ready to honestly start deploying it. But what I'm trying to do though is I'm really trying to sit here and like study up on other people's websites and see if there's certain animations or certain things that I currently like about other people's websites and stuff like that. So I'm going to end up seeing how that works, try to implement it. I just did that recently with one of the websites that I'm working on, and different shit like that. And then I'm also gonna have to take down some notes of people who I plan to like look for. I've seen people saying, you know, you could look up on Google Maps some small entrepreneurs who don't have websites and shit. So I'm gonna be targeting people like that. I already see people on booking sites that don't have websites. So I already kind of have a gist of who I plan to target, but I haven't started it yet. It's not getting deployed, I think, until like 2 weeks if everything goes well. But remember, y'all, I be working certain days. I get overtime, so I be busting ass. Like, I'm like, my days are busy, you know what I'm saying? My days are busy. So hopefully 2 weeks, it could be 3 pushing it. Say AI doesn't have emotion with human nature. It's facts, and not AI scripts, just the trending videos like Daily Dose of Internet. I actually made a site that's a video editor and that could do the subtitles. Ooh, okay, so then if you're definitely doing it like that, then I think that shit can go crazy. 100%. That shit can 100% go crazy. You should definitely try it. So if you do get your agency and become kingpin, please make your right hand man. Bro, I don't know what's going on. So a lot of tech hiring is covertly fishing for 30-plus-year-old seniors who are willing to work for less since they already have money. Which I think is crazy though, because I was applying to this part-time job that was paying fucking pennies, bro. And I wanted it. I was like, fuck it. The only reason why I wanted it though was literally for experience, because I already work full-time, so I can't do it full-time. And then it was perfect too. It was like afternoon. Like, I was like, oh, perfect, I'm about to get into this shit. Nope, they played me. But I think the problem is with Indeed, motherfuckers don't look at Indeed resumes. Straight up. I'm like, I think I just gotta start looking for an email and just send that bitch in, because no one's looking for this. Nobody is looking for it. So that should be crazy sometimes. But no, yeah. Said you have been complaining about not having time to do what are the most repetitive tasks that you do and are completely annoying. Wait, what you mean? Cause I'm saying no, because my thing is like, in all honesty, everything that I do, like, for instance, let me explain my day to y'all, okay? Because I don't want to come off like, oh, I'm just not trying to take nobody's advice. I genuinely am a busy motherfucker. So my day starts with an 8-hour shift or a 12-hour shift. As soon as I get out of work, by the time I get home, it's already like technically like an hour drive because of traffic, right? So that's already adding another hour. So it's either 13 or 9 hours. As soon as I get home, I have an apartment. So I have to go straight to errands, whether that is doing laundry, whether that is going grocery shopping, whether that is cleaning, whether it's putting something away. There's always something for the house that I gotta do. I don't know why. It's not that the fucking crib is dirty, but there's just always something. If you have your own apartment, you know what it is, bro. Like, there's always something. So I normally do that. That's probably another hour. Then I come here before stream and I start building my website. So I've been building my website literally right before I spark stream. I just finished my website. Like, just finished it. I sparked this stream. Now I'm here talking. I clearly can't learn shit because I'm here talking, right? Now, after this stream, I do my horizontal stream. With the horizontal stream, that's where I'm about to show you guys the website. So hopefully y'all can come along as I do it. Right after that, I have to go to sleep. I have to. Otherwise, I'm going to get less than 8 hours a day. So it's like, I'm not trying to say, oh, I can't do this, or I'm not trying to take what people are saying. Bro, I'm dead ass busy. It's not even a joke. Like, I wish I could do some shit, but I'm dead ass a busy motherfucker. And I don't think people understand that because they see me on camera and they think I'm not busy. Bro, I'm dead ass busy. Like, I always have some shit that I got to do. Even when it comes to my day off, there's always something. But normally on my day off, though, I do tend to be able to get to a lot more stuff. But why the fuck on my day off am I randomly going to learn JS3 only on my days off? That shit don't make sense. And then at some point, and as I listed everything out to you, where was my chill time? It's not there. I don't get to chill. A lot of my fucking day is straight up being productive. It's either streaming, it's either coding, it's either building the fucking website, it's either looking up shit that I'm trying to learn. It's either, would that say streaming? I'm not sure. But bro, I'm dead ass busy, bro. I'm dead ass busy. It's not even a joke. So what a great question. So okay, personal question, does relationships matter before work, or is that a after party? Just wondering. I feel like I think you should make time for relationships, but I feel like obviously just because of that doesn't mean lose your job, lose your apartment, lose your car, right? So I feel like going to work or making sure you're making your money would have to be a little bit more important. But of course, make some time for relationships, which, like I said, where in my day can I spend time with family? So normally a lot of that shit, like my chill time, my family time, normally falls on my days off. So I'm not trying to say, bro, I can't do that. Like, I dead ass can't. I dead ass can't. Like, I'm super busy. It's not even a joke. But I love how busy I am, though. I love it. So you can learn it instead of streaming, bro. With streaming, I'm learning different things. I'm learning different things. When I come to streaming, I'm learning how to talk, right? How to interact with an audience. I'm learning how to be more confident. Different things like that, bro. So with streaming, I don't really mind it. I mean, but at the end of the day, then if I stop streaming, then y'all wouldn't know what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of the whole content thing. So if anything, if y'all want for me to be able to learn all this shit, then I'll have to cut out streaming, cut out horizontal streams, cut out YouTube videos. It's like, nah, like, cause I fuck with this shit. This is a whole separate business that's being built. So this is a whole separate thing that I feel like I need to put my time towards. You know what I'm saying? I need to put my time towards it. So do you get bored of streaming? No, never. I actually never had, like, there were moments where I felt like, damn, I don't want to spark stream. But I feel like I never had a moment where I was like, oh, I'm bored with this shit, or like, oh, I don't want to do this shit, and then I just want to give up. No, like, streaming is genuinely a passion for me. And like I said, once I started realizing the shit that you could learn with it, with just streaming alone, and then also kind of learn with just content creation in general, like editing, storytelling, different things like that, I found so much more of like a passion in it, bro, because you start learning you learn some deep shit. You genuinely start learning some deep shit, bro. And so I love that. Glitched, my fault, y'all. Same from South Africa, 31K subs on one channel, and one video was like 10 million views. Let me handle shorts for me. You'll pay me cheap labor. And how do you deal with this weird ass comments? Normally I just ignore them, because what I found out is that when it does end up coming down to vertical streams, a lot of people are just trolls. So a lot of the time they're just trying to get a reaction. Because when it comes to horizontal streams, I rarely run into haters, like, because there's not really, or trolls, like, and it's just because it's not, people just aren't out there doing that shit. They want to really see what's going on. If they don't fuck with it, they just go. Sometimes they might say something, but most of the time they will just go. Vertical streams, they're just gonna say that shit. So to me, any engagement is good engagement, bro. Any engagement is good engagement. Said, Wait, where we at? My fault. You said you'll handle short. Wait, are you saying you'll handle shorts for me, or you want me to handle shorts for you? I don't know. I'm lost at what you said. So there's a dragon. Oh nah. So love and sub, you guys. Thank you so much. Oh, I thought you said you did sub. I think you did sub though, but I thought you were someone else. By the way, make sure y'all double tap the screen, leave a like, my guy. So I used to get up at 5, go to work at 6, work to 12, 13 hours, do homework for 4, then go to sleep. Didn't have time for family much, only on Saturday, Sunday, had no time for anything else. Bro, that's what I'm saying, but that's currently like my position, but I'm currently trying to build so many different things, because what y'all don't get is like, for instance, before stream, I was working towards my web design business. On stream, I'm working towards my YouTube business. You know what I'm saying? And then before the whole web design business, I forgot to tell y'all, I forgot to throw in there too, before the whole web design business, I'm studying for the certification. So for you, your 4 hours were studying, or whatever, like the 5 hours, 4 hours were studying one particular thing. Mine is getting broken up into like, maybe I get 1 hour to studying the certification, or 2, maybe, depending. Then I'll get this 3rd hour to building this web design business, which mine's kind of flipped today. I spent like 2, almost 3 hours doing the website, because that shit was pissing me off. So I didn't really get to do the certification today as much as I wanted to. I just did flashcards or whatever. But normally that's what it is. And then I hop on YouTube and build this business. You know what I'm saying? So and then on top of that, I'm here for 1 hour. I go to my horizontal stream for another hour. So 2 hours goes into YouTube. 2 hours either goes into my web design or goes into studying for the cert. And then that extra hour varies as well. So bro, I'm telling you, bro, it goes crazy. So why is your audio out of sync? I could read chat audio. Wait, what you mean? Wait, there's something wrong with my audio? I don't think my audio is out of sync, is it? This is my B-Day. Also, you are so pretty. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But all right, though, we did just end up hitting an hour. I wanted to stay on a little bit longer, but because I do have to do my horizontal stream and I do need to get it set up and shit, I'm probably gonna hop off now. And then I think what I'm going to do is maybe around 8:30 or 8:40, because I do got to get everything set up, because that should be taking some time. That should be taking some time. And then during that too, I'm gonna see if I can try to fix this website, because I want this website to end up being good for y'all when I show you. But if it's not, it's whatever, y'all. We could basically just move on, move forward with it. And I tried something new with this website, so hey, don't come at me, because this website might not look like what my previous websites look like. But I was trying something new. We could either stick with it, or we could just, I think pretty much what you guys might say is just change the white and make it black, or like gray. I'm pretty sure that's what y'all are gonna say, and then change maybe the text to being white, something like that. But I wanted to try a different color. I wanted to see. So y'all gotta let me know whether y'all fuck with it or whether y'all don't. But this was a pretty good website. And then also too, remember, damn, I don't think y'all are in here, but there was this little skill or this little thing I seen from a previous website, and I implemented it into this website, y'all. So when y'all see this website, bro, I'm telling you, bro, y'all better like this. Said pre-med classes, web content is time consuming, so I understand. Good job on your work so far. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So remember, you become stronger when you rest. No, facts, bro. But that's why I be resting on my days off. Like today is my Friday, right? So, damn it, my phone button. Today is my Friday. And so, oh, maybe it could be glitching because my phone hot. Damn, so I'm gonna have to let that bitch charge anyway. But today's my Friday, so tomorrow I'm hopefully gonna be able to do a little bit more productive things, but I am going to try to relax too. Because, bro, I'm telling you, rest is huge. You were definitely right. So guys, remember to eat fruit. Bro, my vitamin C is down, bro. I have to. He said, bro, are you gay? Why do I feel like that's how you said it and shit? So you look amazing as a woman. I did not transition, y'all. I am a woman. Said, hi, what is up, Luke? What is up, what is up? Said, Jesus loves you. All right, y'all. Last minute questions, because I'm about to hop off this. If y'all have anything, make sure y'all double tap the chat, bro. Make sure y'all double tap the chat so that it leaves a like. Thank you so much to the people who gifted. Y'all are super goated. If y'all have any questions, bro, I'm about to dip out. And if you guys want to end up seeing a little bit more of me today, I am going to hop back on at 8:30 p.m. EST, bro. EST, so make sure y'all hop in on that stream. I'm going to be showing off my website, what I created. I'm going to tell you guys what I plan to charge it for. Not that, bro. Just kidding. I hope so. I hope so, man. But come on now. Any questions or no? Because I'm about to hop off this thing. But I love y'all. Y'all are really goated. Y'all really stuck through. Y'all had some good questions. Y'all had me yapping. We talked about viral stuff, bro. This was a pretty good stream. This was a pretty good stream. So I want to thank y'all for that, for tuning in. Hey, thank you so much for another gift. Thank you so much, AI Tech with the star. So I love to take down the stuff one day. No, look, baby. Look what you got him saying to me. He said, we love you too, man. Said I missed the train. Nah, I mean, well, if you want to hop in on the horizontal stream, y'all can come hop in when it pops up. Should be popping up in basically like either 30 minutes or like 50, right? Because it's gonna take some time, because I am trying to use a new software to basically use my camera as the camera. You say you look 15, no cap. I'm 22, about to be 23. I wish I was younger, man. Like, even though I know I'm only 22, I feel old. Like, I feel like I have I feel like I'm 30. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think 30 is a bad age, but I just feel old, bro. I be feeling like my time's running out. I be thinking like, said prove you're 22. What the fuck I gotta do? I can't show the ID now. There's too much important shit on the ID. I'm 22, brother. I don't gotta prove it. If you don't want to believe it, you don't gotta believe it. It's all good. But no, yeah, bro. Cause I'm like, I don't know why, but I be feeling so old. Like, I be feeling like time's running out. Like, I don't got no time to do this, no time to do that. I'm like, bro, I gotta get it together. I'm like, bitch, I'm 22. I could go back to college and still be 20. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. Or it be in my 20s. But alright, y'all. I'll be catching y'all on the next one. I do love y'all. Make sure y'all tune into the horizontal stream when it pops up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Every single day, I hop on these around either 6 or sometimes 7 to do these vertical live streams. So if you want to chat it up with me, if y'all have any questions. Also, too, if you guys ever, y'all can literally put it in the comments to this video whenever I get off or whatever. Have any topic y'all want me to talk about or get deep on or discuss, let me know. Let me know. I can bring it up or something. All right, catch you on the next one.